was for a natural is for a natural department. It contains the variables are the IDs, first name, last name, gender, department, and everything after this. And we'll be answering the questions here. We'll be answering questions here in our analysis. So everybody can download it and you can kick off. Okay, hope everybody have downloaded it. So let's kick off. So the first question was asking us like to it's basic the simple one to autofill the codes to autofill the it's like adding a code to our data set. It's asking us to fill a code like EMPID and will be like EMP101 up to EMP10 from 140 in another column. So what the way you do that is a simple that the formula we did last time they used the I can't remember, but we are going to do it. Let's add another column. Let's insert column. Let's call it ID. It's basically doing this. And to be simple, just type EMP101 and you just drag down. When you drag down, sometimes it may come as EMP101, EMP101, EMP101. It doesn't repeat. In that case, which is not the case right now, as you can see right now, it's increasing. But if that was the case, you just have only to add 102 on it and you just drag down, double click, and you now have all participants with their IDs. So you can just try it, and we'll try another thing now, adding another a real ID. But try that one. It's simple. You just type EMP101 and you drag down. So hope everybody have did it. So now I come with a question. In this case, you can hide a column. It's simple. Hiding. Let's run another thing. Hiding a column. Let's hide these two columns. You just have to select them and you just have to hide them. Yes. So now while we're answering that, I got a question like sometimes in when you have a data set, you have to be having an identifier, something that no other person in the data set will be having the same. If they have the same, we flag that as an identify as a duplicate. In most cases, if you have a phone number, there's nobody with the same There's no two people with the same phone number. In some cases, you'll be having the ID. There's no persons that with the same IDs, and then some other cases you'll be having their emails. You know, emails are unique identifier. So let's say in this case we don't have a unique identifier, and you want to find something that will make you that will help you know this person, that will identify the other peoples from others, and you'll be able to find that person. Like you want to make an identifier, you want to make an ID. What way would you use? What would be the best options to do that? In praise. So for the class to be interactive, you can answer it, or you can just type it in the chat room. You can just type it there if you feel that. What would be the best way to give these people's idea? The other one I just did when I dragged the AMP101 and dragged down, that one wants to know if this person is repeated twice. It will just give him 101 and the next person give him 102, which will not help us. So I want you to create what will be the best way to create an identifier that will separate everybody from others. Okay, it's not being recorded. The session is not being recorded. So anybody? Ooh, this will be hard. So we are going to create an identifier using these names. The best way to create an identifier, we will be using their names, but not their names only. Will be like, let's get text. Let's take the first two texts from. Let's take this person, and we add this, and we add this, and we add this, for example. Sorry. You can create their identifier using their names, as simple as that, but it will be a wrong identifier. So the best way to create the identifier like an ID that will separate peoples of the, if the same person is repeated twice, it will be set as an identifier. The best way is like to take the first two of their name, the first two of their last name, the first two of their gender, and the first two letters of their department and their job title, for example. I feel like nobody in your data set will be having, nobody is the same, will be having the same name and the same gender, the same two names and gender with the same department and the same job title. So that will be a good identifier. So in order to do that, you can use left d2 comma 2. This one will bring, if you store the first two letters, and you can add and left e2 and left f2 and left g2 two letters. In this case, you have created an identifier. If the same person is written twice, you will be able to know that using this column you just created called identifier. And now we can unhide this. We can hide the two other data sets. Okay, we can continue with our exercise. The second question is saying format the base salary column with comma and label a copy of it as Rwandan francs and another as USD dollars. So it already have the commas, but they are asking us to add to make this data set have the commas. So we can just, if we wanted, we can remove it, but it's already have the commas. So now we are going to turn it into USD dollars, and it will be simple. Right now it's in Rwandan francs. We are going to turn it into USD dollars. Yeah, we have this, and we drag down, and you are going to turn this into USD dollars. You just go here on home. I can just change it into data. No, let me change it. You can go here on home and you select it to be into currency, and you select dollars, United States, like that. Right now it's in dollars. You can try it on your end and see.
Sorry, can you repeat this?
Question, please. We cannot hear you.
Lost your voice.
Sorry. I didn't know I was muted. So
Then you can
just
go back so that we understand what you've been doing.
from the beginning.
Not yet. Here, dragging, I
Using
mean,
US dollars.
changing this base salary into USD.
Okay, so we are going to turn this base salary and turn it into USD dollars. First, okay, we are going to give it a currency. Let's first give it a currency of Rwandan francs. First, let's turn it Rwandan francs. This one is not into Rwandan francs. Let's first turn it to Rwandan francs. Like give it a currency of Rwandan francs. So you just have to select the column. You go here on the currency. You see there's USD dollars, there's euros. You are going to turn it to Rwandan francs. Select accounting. You have selected. You see. You go here, currencies. You select more accounting formats, and you select it's in Rwandan francs. Let's select Rwandan francs. Let me see francs. Okay. Can I search? Okay, Rwandan francs. Yeah. Rwandan francs. Allah. KLOMN. Yeah, Rwandan francs like this. You just select Rwandan francs and it comes in Rwandan francs. You see? Now it's in currency of Rwandan francs. Now we are going to turn it into currency of USD dollars. All I have to do is equal and I select this one and I do enter and I click down. Now it's in Rwandan francs. I do the same. I select, I go here and I select English US United States dollars. Like that. It's in dollars. But there's still a simple twist, but this is what I wanted to show you. Is it clear now?
Yeah, it is now clear. But one more question.
Yeah.
Are these employees ID given?
No, they were not given.
Where are they from now?
Sorry? This
Where are
ID?
they? Yes, no, I mean this employee ID.
Yeah.
This data like identifier. I have seen
This
the
one.
question. The
The
question
question
was
was simple. It was
yes,
asking us to create to give them a D like
yes,
EMP 101 like that and drag and drop down.
yes,
So you just have to write EMP 101, EMP 102 and you just drag down.
until
It just
40.
comes. Yeah,
Yes,
but that's not an ID. That's like a numbering. Cause like if Fisto Wase was written twice, like here, like let me do an example. Let me copy this and let me paste it. Let me add another sheet. Insert. Yeah, you see, and I just copy this. If Fisto Wase, and I just do the other thing I just did. You see,
yes.
Fisto Wase is written twice, but the idea different, which is not right. So it's the reason I told you to know how to create an identifier in case you don't have an identifier. In case you don't have their ID, in case you don't have like ID, I mean random ID or any ID, in case you don't have like their phone number, in case you don't
Yes,
have something that makes them unique, how do you create it? This is what I
yes.
was doing it here. This is what I was
Where,
doing here.
how do we find this identifier?
You just use the second letter of their name, first
Yes,
name, the second letter of the two first letters of their last name, the two first name of their gender, the two first
yes,
name of department, and job title. I think nobody will be, no two people will match all those two. They can match the name, they can match the last name, but they can't match all those. So that's an
yes.
identifier.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So here the reason I was saying there's missing another twist. Although this is turned into USD dollars, but it's not really USD dollars because 1910 are not in dollars. It's not 1910. So let's turn it to dollars. It's into dollars. So let's say something happened and the dollar is constant. It will be equal to $1 is equal to how many Rwandan francs? Well, let's say 1.4. 1.4. So it will be equal to this divide by 1.4. Oh, divide by 1.4. Yeah. Oh, it's not 1.4, it's 400. Yeah. I was wondering why it's still up. Okay. Now we do have the currency into USD dollars. And in case somebody price like salary changes to like say millions, the money to be paid in dollars will also change. Just like that. Here is the formula. is 82 divide 4,000 and turned into USD dollars. So if there is no question, you can try it and we can continue to the next question.
Okay.
The question.
Question.
Yes, yes.
How
Uh-huh.
do we bring that separators, comma separators?
You don't have them comma separators.
We don't have it. The second question.
We do have it already. If you have a data set looking like this, they are comma separators.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, Yvonne, I will try to go slow.
Okay. Want to ask a question.
Yes.
We before we have basic salary in Rwandan francs.
Yes.
Now it is produced
In
in
dollars.
US.
Yeah.
Is there any product? Yes, the converter from Rwandan franc to USD, which has been produced or presented.
So for just Excel we just change like the currency it is written in, but it won't change actually like convert like say 1,100 francs is equal to this in US dollars. It will just change that 1,000 from 100 francs into 1,000 USD dollars. If you want to do that, the simple way is like I did here. I said turn it into USD dollars. Let me go back, go back, go back, go back. Okay, and yeah, and go back again, and go back, go back. Okay, you see, I just copied everything that was here and pasted here, and I changed the currency into dollars. But realistically, 10,000 is not 10,000 in USD dollars. In order to turn this into USD dollars, I just have to say equal to this, but I divide by 14,000 1400. Like you know, 1,000 $1 is equal to 14,100 francs, and I just click enter and do like this. Double click and drag down there. So
You know why? You know why I was asking that question?
yes,
The 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 let me say it in Kinyarwanda.
okay.
Ivunjisha, it's dynamic.
Yeah, I know. I did mention that a dollar can't be constant. It
Yes,
can't
it's
be.
dynamic. Have you made it constant to say that
I,
it's
I made it
it's
constant to
100?
1400.
Thank you.
It's like this in the starting of of this question you're asking, the dollar just changes the price. You can't keep it constant. Okay, let's go to the question. That third question is asking create a gross pay column. We're going to add a pay column that will be doing it simple, taking the salary and adding the bonus.
But please,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to make you go back on the question.
Yes.
Here, the first question is saying autofill employee ID codes from employee 1012 to employee 140 in a scratch column and fill a series of maps from January to December beside it. I
Yes.
have not seen those maps from January to
Yeah,
December.
you can just add that. It's simple.
You
Let's
can,
add.
you can,
You
you can
select
add it.
and we insert another column. Let's say we call it month. Yeah, like that. And we do equal. No, it just don't even do equal. Let's do January,
Uh,
and we can just drag down drop and to
okay.
come. Yeah,
Uh,
January. Yes. Yeah. So let's continue through the third question. It's asking us to add a base salary and a bonus. Yes. So we are going to add another column for gross salary. Let's put it here. Insert. Sorry. Let's insert and call it gross salary. So for gross salary, it's like it will be simple. It's just taking the salary that that person was supposed to take, and you add the bonus to it, and you just do this. It will be equal to this plus simple plus this, and we do enter like that,
Okay.
and you drag down drop. And the good thing, the formulas in Excel, they are dynamic. Once I change something here, there they change. As simple as that.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
How have you calculated the bonus for
We
every
didn't.
employee?
It was there, but you can calculate it.
Uh-huh.
It was there, but you can calculate it if you want to. So
You see that you have 1 million as base salary for the first employer.
yeah,
1,910,000.
yeah.
The bonus I can see is
Nine.
286,000.
Yeah.
How is it
They
calculated?
were random. They were random. But
Random?
we are going to calculate them. Yes.
Okay.
So let's say we want to do a bonus of 10% of your salary.
Yeah.
So you just read this. Yes. And you're going to make the bonus 10%. Simple as that. 10%. 10% of this. Sorry, equal to 10% times the salary you are supposed to get. And you click enter. And now you drag and drop down. Like simple as that. 10% times times your salary, and you just get it.
Okay.
Yes. We will do something even advanced and say like for finance manager give them 10%, for sales rep giving them 15%, others give them 0%, for example. Yes.
Okay.
We are going to give let me insert another column. We are going to give a bonus depending on your department. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You can even this way, like in the marks, you say somebody who's less than 50 we get a bonus, somebody who's not will not get a bonus. So we just say, let's say bonus per department. Yes. Sorry, I misspelled, but it's okay. So if like that's a condition, automatically just go in this thinking of we are going to if functions. So if when you do if, they ask you what if what.
Yeah.
If we're because we are going to use multiple conditions, let's use ifs. Ifs, in one little trick, once you use you write a formula, Excel always provides you something to tell you like a guidance within writing your formula. It gives you a guidance. So the first thing is logical test. Ifs, what's the logical test? If job title is click on it is equal to, let's say, let's start with sales rep. If the job size is equal to sales rep, and comma, they ask
Sales rep is from where?
sorry.
Sales rep.
I'm looking into the job titles.
Yes.
Oh, let's do by department. If this person, comma, is from IT, we give him 10%. They ask you what is the value if to 10% of what he was supposed to get. And you do comma. What's the logical test number 2? And we say, let's say that person is from IT. If this person now is from finance, comma, we give him 20 20% of what he were supposed to get. And let's say others who are not from this department, we just give them 10,000 in addition of their salary. No, we just give them bonus of 10,000. Yes, you just say if ask you like others, like the rift. When you're ifs, you have to mark everybody who is included in the data set. Let's say let's end the formula here and click enter. You see, this person is from finance. He received the 20%, same as this person. Same as this person who's from IT and finance, but others are non-applicable because we did not select them. We did not say their conditions. They are not IT, they are not finance. So when you write ifs, you just have to add true to mean the left, everybody who is left. And we will give them 10,000 as their bonus. And you just have to click like this. So you see, everybody who was from IT and finance received 20%, from IT received 10%, and the rest who are from marketing and others will receive only 10,000 regardless of what they earn. And that's how you add a bonus, a conditional bonus, the bonus, or a conditional francs, or any other thing, just like that. So here is the formula. You can try it out, and if you have a question, you can ask it or type it.
I'm not seeing Glossa.
Sorry, you're not seeing the formula?
Yeah.
Let me zoom it. Sorry.
I mean the last column. The last column.
This one,
Yeah.
the bonus. So first add this condition, and we're going to see that for the gross salary is just adding the bonus plus the salary they are supposed to get. So we can continue with the. Yeah, sorry. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry, back again. I was asking about the gross salary calculation. How did you get it exactly?
For the gross
I
salary, you
already
just have to
Mhm.
add the base salary, and you just add the bonus. As simple as that.
Just adding only.
Yeah, just adding. The formula is this. You just click on that and you add this, and you double click the plus, so the formula drags down to the bottom. As simple as that.
Okay, just adding the bonus in the salary. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
we are going to add another set for tax rate. And tax rate will be equal to 10%. They just say 10%, for example. Yeah. Like this. We are going to do the tax rate, to add the tax rate, the tax that person will be paying. Yes. So we are going. Sorry, let me not. Sorry. Okay, we are going to add a cell called tax rate. Tax rate. And let's say the tax rate is equal to, I don't remember, let's say 15%. Yes, tax rate. Yes, this is the tax rate the people will be paying for their amount. And we just highlight it there. Now they want us to say to find the tax that person will be paying. Tax. And we are going to make it tax. So this is equal to the salary the salary that person is going to be paid, and you times, you multiplying is this sign, the tax rate. As simple as that, and you do enter. So it's simple as that, but the formula do have one problem. If you drag it down, it will give you zeros, because in Excel when you drag down, everything changes. Like, sorry, the P3 will change. We want that, but we want the tax rate to stay the same as this one. So that's why you have to lock. We have to like lock this W2, and locking is simple as we just have to do Fn F4, as simple as that. Now if we drag down, the P's will be changing, the column P will be changing. We want that, but the column this W won't be changing. As simple as that. You can write the formula is this one. And the good thing about this, if the tax rate, for example, let's say changes to 20, you just have to come here and change 20, and everything will change. So you can try that on your end.
Fabrice,
Yes.
did you change the tax rate from 15 to?
Sorry? Yeah,
Have you
I
changed the
changed it
tax
to
rate
20. Yeah, you can change the
so that
tax rate whatever
you can use a 20?
you can use 20. It's just an example. Even the tax rate is not even that.
Uh-huh. And will you use a bonus to calculate tax rate or a basic salary? Hello?
Sorry?
We will use to calculate what will you use? Will you use a basic salary or a bonus to calculate a tax?
We use the gross salary.
Salary, okay.
Yeah,
So that can take
the gross salary.
Sorry, Fabrice. Fabrice, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I take one value for gross salary times 2 tax rate. When I
Eh,
place enter, they
Okay.
give me and the value.
Okay, how is the
What
tax
exactly?
rate written?
Listen.
How did you write the tax rate?
I paste it aside in this Excel.
So you just have to do this. It's simple. You just have to do equal. You select the gross salary and you multiply the tax
Yes.
rate. Simple as that.
Uh-huh.
Tax rate. Make sure it's well written, and you just
Uh-huh.
have to drag down.
Ah, there's a problem about writing.
Yeah, and you just have to lock this. So let's continue. We are still on the basics, but let's continue. So they're asking us convert the low employee data into a format Excel and name it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so they just asked us to transform this data, although they are in a format of a table, but they are not a table. So they want us to convert it into a table. If we convert into a table, we get extra bonuses of having the filters, some formulas drag and dropping down will be easier. So how you do that, transforming into a table, transforming any data into a table, you just go here on the first cell, you do control A. Control A is used to select the whole table, or you can just select it manually, which will be hard. The best easy way, you just go here and you do control A, you go on insert, you insert pivot table. No, sorry. You insert table, or you can do control T and you insert table, and you say your table has headers and you do okay. Now our data is in a table format, and we can give it a name and call it HR data. As simple as that. You can try it. So let's continue. Now we have turned our data into a table. We do have the identifiers and everything. So you can use we do have the drag, like the filters and everything. Now we can continue to another question.
Please,
That's
before going on,
yes.
hello, I experienced internet connection problem
Yes.
that I have not understood well how to give bonus with different percentage according to the departments of the employees.
Okay. So there's another question that's asking it in the bottom. We'll use that.
X.
Yes, but it's if condition. So
Yeah.
let's continue to the other question.
Yeah.
It's asking us, using the table, write a gross pay formula with structure difference instead of cell coordinates. Okay. Now they want us not using cell reference. They want us like to write a formula. Since we have a table, since we do have a table right now, we are going to calculate the gross pay formula, but not using the cell reference. It's like tagging. You can call it tagging. So let's add gross gross salary.
Come back to the question.
It's asking us, using the table, write a gross pay formula with structure difference. You know, the other time when we write the gross formula, gross salary, we just selected the cell and say M2 plus O2 equal to this. As simple as that, yes? But when somebody see, bonus plus the amount salary is going to get paid. But M2, what's M2? What's O2? But since now we do have a table, we can use, like they ask, we can use the structured reference, which is advisable in case you do have a table. You just do equal, and you select. You see, now I'm going to add base salary. Instead of O2, I'm going to add base salary plus the bonus. And you do enter. And now you do have the gross salary with structured formula. But this time we do have a table. It won't be M2 plus O2. It will be base salary plus bonus, giving the same thing, but to somebody who comes and sees your data, we will know how you calculated the gross salary without going to find what's M2, what's O2. Yeah, that's the use. So you can try it on your end. So let's continue. The recap session. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know
So let's allow the
No?
Yes, the bear. Okay, any question?
Yes. I'm asking, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing the cursor.
I can see it,
but here, base salary bracket Rwandan francs.
Yes.
Ahead there is two symbols. What if we have one symbol? Can't it work?
That's an error, of course.
It cannot work.
Except I didn't even write it. I just pointed at it. But Excel might fix it, but that's an error, of course. And you can just write the two, because there's something that's open you didn't cross. Yeah, see, that's like that. But just click on it. It comes automatically.
Okay.
So it's the same as we did earlier. It's just because right now we do have a table. It's simple. So now they're asking us how many employees are in sales department. Okay.
Fabrice.
Let's create a yes.
Fabrice.
Yes.
I really lost it before during the tax calculation. I'm calculating the tax, but now it counts to 0.
What did you do?
I was calculating the tax. but now it counts to 0. This column of
Did you
tax.
by any chance
What?
delete the column? Did you by any chance delete the tax?
No,
Is the tax still
not
there?
Yes,
How much is it?
20%. Tax rate is 20%.
Okay, go on the formula that's calculating the tax and tell me what's the formula.
You take equal, select the gross salary times the tax
Select
rate.
gross salary
Yes,
times the tax rate. Okay, you write it select or you select it.
I select it.
Okay, which column is it?
Y2.
I want to Y2. It's
Gross salary is
Y2.
gross salary is 02.
Okay, I want to hear the formula. Copy the formula in the chat. Copy the formula in the chat.
In the
Yes,
charts.
Lazima.
So maybe he didn't lock the formula. That's why
Yeah,
it's 0.
thank you. Can you please show us how ifs of calculate? Okay, we are going to do that there. Let's first do the count ifs. But you can just paste the formula in the chat and I see it. Okay, let's continue. The next question is asking us how many employees are in the sales department? Okay, so let's create a summary. So we want to know how many employees are in the sales department. To calculate that, we do equal. We are going to do count. Yes, so we are going to count. Yes, but we will not count everybody. We will count people who are from the sales department. So that's a count if. And they ask you they are in, they want the people are into, they want us to calculate people and say the range are in the sales, the department range. You just come count if equal to count if. We select the range for department. Comma, they ask you what's the criteria. If it's words, you just have to put it into the parentheses and you just cross. And there are 5 people in the sales department. You can try it. If you get an error, you ask.
one more explanation.
Okay.
About
We are going
grocery you take?
grocery.
You take
So this
what? You take
about what?
come again. Just one
Okay,
only.
let,
One reminder about
let
grocery too.
grocery two. I just did the same thing I did with grocery one. The other
Uh-huh.
grocery, but this time we do have a table, so it
Uh-huh.
comes like tagging that column name, tagging that column name, but it's the
Just
same
time
thing.
left.
No, you don't even have
Eh,
to do that. You just have to do equal to. It's
equal.
the
Uh-huh.
bonus is equal to the base salary plus the bonus, and you click enter. As simple as that. So here we are going to calculate. I'm going to repeat the other thing we just did. We are going to count the people who are in the sales department. We do equal count count, but you're not going to count all people. You're going to count if they ask you the range. Yeah, I told you the formulas are always done. We ask you the range. The range is department. You select the whole department range. What is the okay department range in comma? What's the criteria? Criteria is sales, and you just cross. There are 5 people in sales. If we wanted to now another thing, we want to count people who are in sales, but we want to change and count people who are in the finance department without writing another formula. That's the reason instead of writing the criteria, we select a place where criteria is written. You see? Count if HH criteria cells
Hmm?
6 and you click enter. In this case, if I delete this and write finance, I will know the number of finance without writing the formula on and on and on. So try this and we are going to do another one thing before we continue with other questions.
Kindly repeat it again, just once.
So we are going to count people in finance. You do count if you write the range and you can write the criteria, but this time we don't write the criteria. We just
Mm-hmm.
select a cell containing the criteria. So that in
Just
that case,
mm-hmm.
in another time we won't be needing to if I had like written the cells, I would have got 5, but if I wanted to know finance, it will require me to come here and read this and write finance and to take more time. So in that case, I select a column containing a cell containing the criteria and I do enter. In this case, if I want to know the sales, I come here and write sales and they come. If I want IT, I come here and write IT and I do enter.
If I'm if I'm not mistaken, the condition from the finance is okay.
Okay, let's continue.
But
So, so another thing, in order to make it easy, we can make this a drop down. We can make this a list. The data will be coming here will be a list. And you use that mostly when you're doing like a data entry, although it's not common nowadays, but when you're doing data entry, you want less errors. And when you select the department, sometimes one can write IT in capital, one can write IT small letter, which will cause a problem. So it's better to use a drop down. And we say the data which be coming here will be a drop down. In order to change that, you go here on data. Let's go together. Go on data. You go on data validation. And you see, initially it's any value, anything you can type there can be written, but you just do it and make it a list, and they ask you what will be the list, what will be the choices to choose in, and you click here and you select the department. Nyuma y'intambara. Nyuma y'intambara, aftermath. Yeah, and like that. Now I can select IT, I can select marketing and know the number of marketing. I can select operations, human resource, and I know the number. As simple as that. You can try it.
Excuse me.
He lost doing the
Repeating the
count
two last
keys.
point, please.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Fabrice,
Uh,
would you mind
yes.
repeating the two last point?
Okay, we are going to do that. The
Before
question?
before we go there,
Yes.
I'm asking. For instance, there are three methods you showed us to calculate the summary.
Yes.
For the
No,
last,
no, it's not the summary. It's the count. Okay.
yeah, the count.
Okay.
For the last, where we use data validation.
Yes.
In that column, if there are duplications, will they be reproduced in that list where we validated the data?
What do you mean by duplications?
For instance, on row 1, there is IT. On row
Okay.
3, there is sales. But on row
Okay.
13, there is another sales.
Yeah, and it's that's supposed to happen. But for the rest, it will not to write. Since it's department, that's a must. There are multiple people in the department, so it will be having duplicates. It's not even a duplicate. But when you select it, for the list to know this is the same person, so I won't need to bring that option when selecting.
How
Yes, but how?
for instance, you are having a company with maybe 50 employees in a 5 department.
Yes.
Or or employee will belong to one department, I think.
No, they will not belong to the same department.
No.
I'm not getting. Okay, can you say your question, Kinyarwanda?
Okay.
I'm not getting the question.
Thank you. Dufite abakozi 50 muri kampani.
Yego.
Bari muri department 5 cyangwa 10.
Yego.
Rero ku murongo wa mbere harimo umukozi umwe uri muri department imwe, wenda abakozi bari muri department imwe ntago bakurikiranye ku murongo. Ese nitujya hano kuri list, tujya hano kuri validation y'amaliste, tuzabonamo row 50 cyangwa tuzabonamo row
tuzabonamo row zingana na department dufite. No, na department dufite.
Okay,
data validation ntabwo iri gukora count. It's not doing count. Data validation used it to be able to select the department of the person.
Ariko iyo tugiye gukora data validation, duselectinga row column irimo izo data izo department.
Yego.
Niba tuyiselectinze harimo abantu 50 bafite department zitandukanye, ariko zishobora kuba zihuye, wenda nk'abantu 10 bakazihuza.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying the
list validation.
Okay.
Ntabwo izazana iyo duplication ku buryo tuzabonamo muri list tuzabonamo ibihwanye na rows instead of ibihwanye n'umubare wa department.
Okay. So let's make things clear. The reason we are doing data validation, is to be able to be having this drop down. This drop down to help us to select the department we are going to do count for. This will not affect anything about count. And when we do the data validation and select the list and give it the press where to find the list in, it's like to give it the options to use, like the options where to get the options. And there to use unique. It will find everything that's unique and that's what to use. I don't know if I answered it. If I didn't answer it.
Okay, nge rero ikibazo nari mfite ndakeka wacyumvise cyangwa nanjye uko nyumva wanansubije.
Yeah.
Dufite abantu 50
Yego.
bari muri department eshanu. Department eshanu nizo department za company.
Yeah.
Ariko muri iyi draw down nitujya guselectinga column irimo izo department, byanze bikunze kubera ko turi 50, buri muntu azagenda agira department ye, tugira abahuza kandi ntago twegeranye.
Ntago iyi drop down ntabwo iri bwa affecting the list.
Ni ukuvuga yo nimba nkoze kuri column igasanga harimo finance inshuro 3, izayandika inshuro 1. Thank you.
No, izayandika inshuro 3. Impamvu dukora ino drop down ni ukugira ngo tutaza kwibeshya tukaza kwandika nka human resource, tuvuge nka gutya human resource, tuvuge urugero like this. In case we write a human resource like this and we do count if equal to this time they will give us 0 because it's not included in our cell. But this will not affect anything on our data. It's just like a search button. So there's somebody who asked me to redo the formula. We are going to count
before we redo the formula. Ndabyumva rwose na mugenzi wanjye ari bwumve, ariko nitujya muri iyo draw down.
Yes.
Twakoze kuri column irimo abantu 50 cyangwa 100, je ne sais pas, kandi buri wese afite department abirongingamo.
Yego.
Iya draw down iratuzanira liste ya 50. Ibyo uvuga rwose byuko aho kugira ngo tuze dutayipinge nabi, ndabyumva.
Yego.
Ese nta buryo aho kugira ngo ituzanire izo all 50 rows yatuzaniye 5 rows idashyizemo izo duplications?
Yazanye zose 50? Oh, okay. That would be a problem. Let me change it. Okay.
Before ndimo kubaza ntago ari ukukubwira ngo nabikoze biza gutyo.
It's supposed to bring like that options in that. It's supposed to bring only options, like only, instead of bringing finance twice, it brings only options of that. Select the department. Yes, repeating. I don't know why it's supposed to bring like only one instead of bring the 50. I'm going to check the error. So let's redo it. Okay. We're going to do count people in the sales department. We do equal count if. We are going to count. They ask you what's the range in which you are going to count. The range will be in that will be having the condition will be the departments. And
Departments.
Yeah, will be departments.
And
they ask you the criteria, and here you write the criteria. Since the criteria is the cells, we are going to do comma cells, and you cross. You see, now you get the 5. This is the one of the ways in how to do the count ifs. But sometimes you want to be able to be changing you don't want to calculate the season, you want to calculate other departments. So you do count if. Instead of writing the criteria, you select a column that will be having the criteria, and you do enter. Right now it's 0, but once I write the criteria here, they will come. The counts will come. Count if, insert, enter, like that.
Fabrice,
Yes.
you are too fasting.
Fabrice, arriving there.
Yes.
Arriving there, we change the position where the count will appear.
Yes.
And then we want to make it draw down.
I drop down like how?
Where it's written cells.
Sorry, drop it like
There, where we were alive to cells.
Excuse me.
If you change to write IT, it will change. If you change it to write finance, it will change. Instead of writing is finance, IT, sales.
We change it to the drop down. We are going there, so let's wait. We are going there. Okay. What's the other question?
Fabrice.
Yes.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
Let's first hear the question from Mani.
The person who's recording the trainer can try to make the voice soft. It's making us afraid.
Okay, let's continue. Thanks.
I'm requesting the person who's calling the trainer in the names to soften his voice, because he's making us afraid, feeling like want to beat someone.
Okay, thank you. Next.
The question he has is
yes.
During the count ifs.
Yes. Count if.
I already selected the departments.
Yes.
After selecting departments,
yes.
Which is the condition? Which condition do you follow so that
the criteria you can write it. Write the criteria first. It will do it, or you can select a column that will be containing the criteria.
Which column did they select? Basically,
select any cell. Any cell where you want to be writing the conditions, the criteria.
Any cell.
You just write the criteria there. Bondi, what's the question?
Just click that file.
One of the 2 points I got it, that was how to interchange from one department to another to see the accounts. So I've seen so far. Then the second one is validation, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So let's continue. Now we don't want to be writing the cells. Sorry.
Someone is making noise. Mute so that we can hear.
Yeah.
He's bringing his private issues here on the
Sorry. So let's continue. Instead of using, we are going to do the data validation. Okay, instead of writing, you are going to select where to be getting the list from. Okay, we are going to do the data validation. Instead of this, we are going to use a list, and we select the source. The source will be the department. And you do enter, and you do okay. Now it's a drop down. And you can select any department you want.
How did you come to that point again?
We want to make it like a drop down. So that is selecting the department. So you do data validation, list, you select where it will be getting the data, it's in department, and you do enter like this, and you do okay. So we are going to create a summary column, summary table. Write that, and we are going to create a summary table for departments.
Sorry.
Yes.
I really failed to select the condition. Sorry, guys. Can you
So
please click?
the condition is count if the column we are going to count if the column sorry, the count if the column we are going to count, and the condition. The condition is this column, its operations, this column W9, this one, you just select it.
It's operation. Before 2H is easy. 2H is before.
2? Oh,
2H.
the range you are going to count, because we're not to count everything, we're going to count the departments. HH.
Only department, not entire department.
You select the whole departments, not the whole data set, but departments. HH means like the whole column of H up to 10,000 something. So
on my laptop, it counts as table 1 / all department.
That's okay. That's even better.
And
the condition
select
will be
population.
Yeah.
Come on.
It comes. So we are going to create this table that will show the departments, then the count of the total, the members, and to show their average salary, and to show average salary. Let me see if there's another thing. and the bonus they get, average bonus. Yeah, like this. Let's create this table. Okay, to show the average and the bonus, total bonus. Yeah, you can write this table and you are going to do the formulas to do this summary for this summary table. It's like for this data set. Okay, so the first thing we want to see which departments do we have, the names of departments. In order to get, you can't go here and write all departments because you don't know them, and you can't go find them in case the data there are many. So you're going to write which departments are we going to use. So we do equal unique.
Sorry.
Yes.
Let's finish doing that table. Let's finish so that I can do together.
It's okay. Write the table.
A bit.
We're going to even do the count. We're going to even do the count again.
The count again.
Okay, I think we can continue. We'll be continue together. So the first thing is to write the departments. There's two ways. You can just type it manually, which is the harder way, and you can sometimes get errors. But we are going to go into the whole data set and find those departments. We do equal unique and you select the department. No, I say okay. Okay, let me select the whole table. Let me select equal unique and I select the department. Yeah, unique unique and I select the whole column for department and I do enter like that. And all departments are here, including the department, which is a problem. So I have to select unique. I write unique and I select the column for departments.
Automatically, it comes to a different department.
Departments like this. And I cross enter. Now all departments are here, in which we have, without writing them, which may cause errors and other thing. So the formula is simple. You write unique and you select the column for departments.
Then you close the bracket.
You close the bracket. The others comes by
I failed to draw that table inside.
Okay, unique. Like that. We can continue.
I failed to draw that table.
It's okay. We can go together writing department, and we are going to continue of members like that. So unique, you select the column and you click enter. They all come. Next, you want to do members, the total number of members in that department. You just do count if the range is the containing the departments, and you do comma, the criteria will be finance, and you select this cell instead of writing finance, and you cross and you do enter, and you can just drag down. Right now it will come account for sales, for marketing, for operations, for IT, and like that. You have the summary of the total number of members in finance.
Please come back.
What you are doing, I'm also having two departments, one above and then the other below. How do I do?
Sorry?
I'm trying to repeat what you've done, then having two departments. When I repeat what you are doing,
You're having two departments in what?
yeah, below the department's title or subtitle. So when I do like equal.
Okay. So in that case, you see the when you did unique, you selected the whole column for
department.
HHS. But department is also a unique. If you select that, department will come back to.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, select from H1, select from here the values up to down instead of including the department too.
From operation.
Yeah, from operation, select up to the last cell.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other challenge? Any other challenge you're facing?
And the other question is,
Yes.
it is not a question but a request.
Yes.
We want you to come back on how to find members using count if. After selecting the range, what comes next?
It's the criteria. They ask you like you want to count this, but what are you going to use? You are going to use the condition you are looking. We are go in HH and find everybody marked finance, marked HW12 finance, and it will come like that.
Okay.
Back to department.
Sorry?
Back to department, please. Back to department.
Oh, okay.
Click to department. Unique.
Unique, and you select the values for department.
Then
Sorry, I don't have a unique.
You don't have unique? It's impossible.
Yes, I don't have.
I have the oldest Excel. possible.
That is not
Equal
about
unique.
Excel.
Are you writing unique? You are using Excel?
Yes.
You are finding unique and it's not there.
Yes. Only Unicode, Munich.
Oh, that's a problem, yeah. I don't know any other alternative. You can write it.
I'm using MacBook 2017. I think it's not updated.
I don't know. I'm even using a note computer, but I don't know why I don't have
Yeah, then
unique.
Fabrice, how did you get to the numbers? The members, sorry.
The members I use the count if.
You do equal count if.
Count if I select the column containing what I'm counting, and I do select the criteria.
Let's say you are looking at, let me see. You do count if and then column of what? Of department or the names or what?
Sorry, you want to?
You did count if and then in parentheses you do what?
I select the range.
Where are those H located?
Sorry. So I do count if. I select the column containing the departments because I'm counting the departments. And I do comma and I select the condition, the criteria I'm finding, and it's finance. And I do enter and I drag down.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's continue on average salary. You know, average is equal to average. We want to see how much a person in this company is paid. You have to do average and you select the salary average, the gross salary average, and you do enter. Now you do have the average salary. But this case, you are not going to find the average salary. We are going to find how much does a person in finance get. Yes. So we are going to use average if. Average if the first thing they ask us is the range containing the criteria. The range containing the criteria is the department, of course. The second thing they ask you, what is the criteria, is in finance, comma, what is the range? You are finding the average. You are finding average of the gross salary, and you cross like that. Now you have the average salary of everybody in each department. I can repeat, average if you first write the range containing the criteria and it's the departments, and the second is the criteria and finance, and the third is now if we do find this person, what do we calculate? We calculate the gross salary like that.
I have a question.
Yes.
How did you get the members?
So the members we use the maybe this my problem. I use the wrong title, but I'm calculating the total number of people in finance. So I use the formula called count if. So when you use count if, they ask you what are you counting? I'm counting the departments. So what is the criteria? Because we are not calculating the all people, we are calculating the people who say they are from finance. So select finance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fabrice, I'm failing to get the average. Can you repeat a bit?
On my side, I got 10 doing finance. What is
You
that's
got?
a problem. 10.
It's okay. You are supposed to get the 10. There's a person I duplicated in my data. Once throwing it. Yeah. So can we continue with the total bonus?
No, a bit.
No, someone is
just-
asking clarification on average salary calculations.
Okay. So for average, we are going to calculate the average, but not average for everybody. We're going to calculate average of people in finance. So
Mhm.
use average if.
Okay.
Average if the first thing they ask you is the range containing the criteria. The range containing the criteria is in department. So you go and you select the column for department. And the next thing you have to say is what's the criteria. You should write the criteria finance. And the third thing is the average range, and that's the gross salary. Because you're not going to calculate average for everything, you have to calculate the average of gross salary like that. Like that.
Sorry. Average ifs. Select the department table. Then you select again.
Sorry.
During the average salary, we select. No. We select what? First.
Select the range contain the criteria.
Which one is it? Department.
Department is
Click
in
again.
H. Or some people may have it in other column.
The second one is to select the average. The average. The second condition.
Second condition, there's no other condition. This average range.
Yes.
He is asking this criteria after range.
Yes. After range.
The criteria is finance. Select the finance.
Select the finance. After finance.
Select the range that will contain the range, the gross salary. What you're finding the average for.
The average for finance during the gross salary.
Yeah.
Okay. Amount indicate the during the finance.
Yeah.
Then we close the bracket. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got during the you got a duplicate. I have 11
We are not
point
supposed to have
something.
the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are going to do the total bonus. For the total bonus, we have to use, of course, the sum, but sum if is the same thing. They ask you first what's the range. The range is the department. What is the criteria? The criteria is finance, comma. What's the sum range? We are summing the tax. So we select the tax. Sorry, I'm finding the total bonus. Okay, I select the bonus. And I do enter. Now I have the total bonus. Why is it coming as the same value as this? Okay, it's okay. Yeah. You can try it.
How did you do it again?
The range is the same as count here, but this time it's
range for which one?
The range containing the criteria. So that's department. Then next the criteria and what you're summing.
So after department is the total is a bonus, right?
Yeah. After finance is the bonus. Yeah. Yes, peace.
Thank you. So the O dot O stands for the gross salary. I mean the bonus or the tax column.
It's for the it's for the bonus.
Okay.
It's for the bonus. You may be having different things because I added some columns, but you can select the bonus.
Okay. Okay.
So let's continue on. Now we want to see how many females are in finance. So here there are two conditions. So we are going to use count ifs, I mean, count ifs. So when it comes to these things having ifs, you have to be having the criteria range one, criteria range two, criteria one, the criteria two. So count ifs, the criteria, the first criteria is that that person will be, it's the department, it's the first criteria. And we do comma, the criteria is to be from finance in comma. The criteria two is the gender. I don't have gender in my data. Yeah, the gender. And the second criteria is being female, and you select female and you cross enter, and they can find female.
Email. Being female, being male.
Sorry?
We are together. Count is deselect the entire area. Then we select the finance. We select the gender.
Yes.
The last, which is
the second criteria. Count if, finance, gender, value, and I put it in under. Why is not finding it?
Me too.
Yeah, the criteria range one, the criteria is W2. Oh, okay.
Which criteria?
Let me try and see if that's the problem they are having. Yeah. So it's I was selecting HH, and the second press I was using the table references. That's where they're having problems. But select the criteria range one HH W12 GG female. You select the whole column, the whole column, all of it, and now you can do
Whole
the count of
column,
females in total.
whole column of what? Whole column of what? Entire column of containing names, gender,
Yeah.
after finance. Okay.
Like that. Now it's count ifs. The first criteria it's in the departments. The criteria is being from finance. The second criteria is from the gender column, and the criteria must be female. I select the column for female, and I locked it FNF4, and I do enter, and I drag down. In this case, if I wanted, I can just drag to the left and drop down, and this time I select 12.
No. Back again. I select count is.
Count ifs,
Then
the
I
column, the
select
criteria.
department. Also to finance. Also entire column of gender. The last is hello.
Yes.
The last was
The last is the
what?
criteria, female.
Only select a female.
Female, or you can write it.
Okay, let me select a female. There is a problem.
No, there's no problem.
For me.
Sorry, is there any?
Yes, there is a Elena after table.
Fabrice, can you repeat that? How you got the count for females? I'm getting the error.
An error?
Yes.
So for count of females, the reason you're getting an error is because you might be selecting the HH, but on gender you select the gender. So you can be using the right table referencing, and other time you are using the whole column. That will cause an error. So in order to avoid it, you can select count if the range, you select the whole
Is it if
column
or
for
ifs?
department. Ifs.
Equal count if.
Yeah, because there are multiple conditions.
Mhm.
You select the whole column, or you can use the right referencing depending, and you write the criteria and you select the whole gender column and you select the criteria. I selected this column, but you can even put it write female in parentheses. All will work. Enter. So let's try it on male. It's the same formula, and you can see the way.
Mhm.
We do equal count ifs. Count ifs, and we first on the criteria number one is the department. We select the department, comma. The criteria department must be finance, comma. The criteria number two is gender, comma. The criteria is male, and you cross.
That final mail, you've locked it, right?
Yeah, I locked it. Yeah,
And you picked it from the entire table.
and
You've picked it from the entire table, the bigger table.
the male. I click the one that's above. The one that's above.
Yes, but have you picked it from the entire table, or you just wrote it?
I know. I just wrote it.
Okay.
Which would have been a problem if I wrote it wrongly.
Mm.
For example, if I wrote male and I add space 0, nobody is there with male space. So I have to make sure I picked it from there and make sure they are all written well. That's the first part, the data cleaning part. So let me see. Let's do Rust.
Sorry.
Let's use a pivot table and end there. So is there any other thing before we end? Is there any other thing we can tackle on that
Did
we
you
learned
select?
last week? Sorry?
Hello?
Yes.
There is a problem on my side.
Yes.
During the selection after department and after finance, did we select the entire table for gender or gender only?
After so you first select the column for finance. Next you select the criteria.
In-
Next you select the entire column of gender. Next you select the criteria of gender, that's female or male. So I wouldn't even use the VLOOKUPs.
They tell us you entered too many arguments for this function.
Sorry?
They tell us when I click to enter, they tell us you entered too many arguments for these functions.
Are you using count ifs or are you using count if?
I use a count. I use a count if. Is this
Okay.
count if not count? Mhm. Count if or count
So-
ifs?
Yeah, let's add the last thing. Let's use the VLOOKUP. So now we are going to write the office that the department is currently located at. In our data set, we don't have those offices location, but in the reference sheet, We do have the office. Finance is in Kigali headquarter floor 3, human resources in on floor 2, and all that. So how do we do that? How do we bring them? There we use what we call VLOOKUP. We do equal VLOOKUP. The value we are going to look for is for finance. You select it, comma. The table we are looking it from is this one. You select it and you lock it. And you lock it and comma. Come on. And you select the table array you're going to search it from. You select it and you lock it, comma. The column index you are bringing, we want to bring the location, which is equal to 4, the first column, and you can use exact match. Zero. Sorry.
Your presentation is too small. We are not able to see the characters.
Okay, let me
You
first
might
fix it.
increase the size.
Table array. Okay. We are going to write the office location, but you don't have it. You have it into another sheet. So we use a VLOOKUP. I think it's now visible. We do VLOOKUP. What are we looking for? We are looking for the finance office. So where are we looking at from? The table containing the data, this one. And we have to lock it, comma, sorry, comma. And if we find it, what do we bring? We bring the column 4, which contains the location. We bring the column 4, which contains the location, and we use exact match. Like that. Now we do have the office location for everybody, for every department. And you can use that finding the manager of that department, the total, the index when finding the price to give them, like that. You just use the VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP. You can try it. The formula is this. You can try it. So, is there anything that we learned last week? You can tackle it because it's already time.
Let's close this one. We resume next this coming weekend. We already tired.
Okay, how about others? Yes, full and Zima.
We are really tired.
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, me, I wanted to see how we can use XLOOKUP and match index.
They are saying we are already tired, so let's start on it on Saturday.
So, unless there is, can one person speak, please?
It was not recorded. I repeated it in the starting. It was not recorded.
Okay.
Sorry.
So basically, there is no
The,
way
the,
of.
the session was not recorded. But
Okay.
you can try it, and in any place you get stuck, you can always ask me. I'm in the group, or anybody. I will be happy to support.
Cool,
So
cool.
thank you for joining. Have a good night. Peace.
Good night too.
Donc la contrepartie, elle est très simple. Encore une fois, la question disait que crescendo, finalement, l'équilibre défensif s'est fait de mieux en mieux chez les Bleus. Ça restera ce soir, forcément aussi esthétique. La aussi. Ouais, non, je crois vraiment que ça peut, que c'est marrant de la France parce que on joue en transition.
Thank you. Even though we are saying that you are tired, yes.
Yes.
Maybe next weekend we'll work on the subject that will be covered during this coming
Please,
weekend.
can you share with us that that formula for the VOCAP so we can do it on our own?
Yes.
What I want to add,
yes,
Fabrice, I think you are hearing me.
Yes, yes.
What you want to add
Yes.
it's better you share with us this exercise containing all the formulas so that you could point some cells and get what is written there. For instance, like that formula of VLOOKUP, so that maybe tomorrow, or even if someone is having a fresh air, could return back on this exercise.
No problem, no problem. I'm going to share
Thank you.
this exercise, this sheet I used, and the answers.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you going to share the sheet? Like the sheet that has the formulas?
Yeah, I'm going to share it with. I didn't answer all the exercises, so I will share another sheet containing the load map, the answer key sheet.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fabu, for your support.
Thanks a lot.
See you. Okay. Let's go see how Morocco will go to kick out the France.
Of course, they have to.
If we're still having 45 minutes, please.
If it won't behave like Egyptian and the Senegalese.
I'm a fan of Messi.
We're still having 45 minutes, please. Let us continue.
Let's see.
But we have to be going where we are going to see the match. We are not watching it at home, so.
Yeah, you are not watching it at home. Sorry. Yeah. That is good and excels really wonderful.
Fine. Thank you.